Oh, no. That's enough. That's enough. Enough of that. Oh, for a moment I thought I was transforming. It was just the starting screen. It was just the starting screen. Hello. Hello, Claire. How you doing? Hello, Claire VT. Clairevox VT. If that is your real name. What do I even mean by that? I'm just saying stuff. No, stream will babble. Doing good, how am I? I'm excited to go and talk about my vacation. I figure, you know, why do I need to wait ahead or for a while to set up a special stream for this? Like, it is a special moment, but I think it's best to talk about a vacation when the feeling's raw. I've actually have postponed a what's it called, like it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and plan 2 weeks ahead of time to talk about the vacation I had like a month ago, and the energy just isn't there. And I figure, you know, I haven't tried a vacation review shortly after, like less than 7 days. So I want to give it a shot. I can call you Claire, of course. Seems reasonable. Makes sense. That said, what was it? I'm gonna be sharing this video. Well, whatever the recording is, I'm gonna share it to my friends and my mom. So don't be weird. Okay? Of course, it's just you. So hello, Claire. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior. You're already a very nice viewer. Thank you. So, in a sense, this is kind of like a recording. So whether or not, we're gonna get a lot of questions or a lot of things, it's kind of like letting go. It's not about performing. It's not about setting an amazing stream. It's about just me talking about the vacation. Like, I told my mom, oh yes, Mama Chuckle, I'd love to talk about my vacation. It'd be great. I want to talk about my viewers too. And it was her idea. Says, well, why don't you send me the video? Demon Chuckle. And I'm like, would you like that? And she's like, yes. Would you prefer me to talk to you about the whole thing? And she's like, oh, no, you should send me a video so I can look through it. So I guess she wants to hear me talk about my vacation. She just doesn't want to sit through the whole thing. She doesn't want to sit through me talking about the whole experience. You feel me? You get it? I guess if you're a person like me with the gift of the gab, it can be the curse of the gab. You can't stop gabbing. Talk. That's all you do, Demon Chuckle. You talk. You won't stop. Do you ever stop to breathe? Yes. Yes, I do. Take short breaths. So, let us begin. Let's go chronologically. Hopefully, I parsed through the pictures, making sure I didn't dox myself. There's also the possibility I could have missed something, but we're not going to worry about that. And it wouldn't be the first time, but we're not going to worry about that. So, I guess I'm going to be going through every single picture. I didn't delete any of the pictures. I mean, maybe I deleted like 8. Just cause. Just because there were like repeats and stuff. So anyway, this is from the airport. I guess the reason I took a picture of this is because I thought it was a very pretty display. Light display. They're just balls floating around. But the thing is that because of the parallax with your eyes, this reminds you of Space Array, a place called home once upon a December. Or is that so? Space it is. Is that a lore thing? Perhaps. But I guess it does remind it does have a thing about space. And I would love to talk about all kinds of things, but I want to focus on this right here. In terms of like, hey, we're gonna be sending out this to mom and friends because they want to know, was the trip worth it? I did go out to all the way from California to Texas. It was for like a trip for like 5 minutes, but there's more things to it. Of course, it was truly a grand adventure. That said, even when you look at one thing, right? If I lay my in person, it's an interesting experience. Like you lay your eyes on one thing and you feel the whole thing shift. You lay your eyes on another thing, another dot. You feel everything shift because the distance between your eyes, the parallax, and the distance between each of the balls from you and from each other and in relation to each other. I think this is quite symbolic of the kind of eclipse we're going to have, because it really depends where you stand, literally, on the Earth. So just a couple of pictures from, the plane, about to take off, San Diego Airport, getting ready to go. Ah, beautiful San Diego. Look at that. Look at the harbor. Is that the harbor? You call that a harbor? I think it's a harbor. Ah. Pretty nice view. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah. I guess it is a little bit of donks, but I guess it's fair to say, do I live in San Diego City? Maybe. I live in San Diego County. That much is true. Okay. Just more of the road. Not too far off. This is like 5 seconds later. This is like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. The plane turned around to go ahead and I think to adjust its flight. Look at those beaches. Ah, look at those waves. Not the kind when you and sit down. It's not the kind of yeah. Look at those rocks. Look at those rocks. And look at those cliffs. Let's go next. This is a view I'm very familiar with. Because I fly to the Philippines often, so we fly away from the coast. And of course, we make our way back. Hello, Luna. I'm here to talk about my vacation. You do that sometimes. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We'll be talking about my trip to the new Eclipse, and we're just gonna go through all the pictures, talking about the whole experience. Enjoy. Ah, this is a nice shot. That's a nice shot. See the little clouds, the wing. Ah, this is a good shot in of itself. I'm proud of this. I wonder if it's anything here I recognize. I'm pretty sure the airport's like, oh, there's the airport right there. Oh, this is fun. Next picture. Okay, so I think we're finally just moving straight west. That's the road I went to go and get to the airport. I'll give you a hint, chat. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. I think I live above the horizon, right there. Just past the horizon. There's another city. Not gonna tell you the name. No names. Ah. Now we're getting into the desert. Oh, look at that. Look at that ocean right there. It's not really an ocean. It's not even a natural... Oh, I guess it's... That... I think that sea has a lot of history behind it. Let's see. Let's go to Google Maps. There's a lot of things to talk about. Maybe not the new Eclipse itself, but... I'd rather go ahead and go along the way and run my memory through it all. Where is that? Ah. Okay, I can show this. So. You're going back to Norway? You travel a lot. I don't even know where you live anymore. You might, and I'm sure you told me where you live. Just for fun. But now it's like, where do you go? Where are you from? What are you doing? Well, I hope you have a safe trip. As always, make good decisions. I wanted to use that phrase now. I shouldn't ask. I should ask Clover. I can use that phrase. All right. Anyway, so where are we on this map? Traveling to heal internal wounds? Is that a thing? I guess it can be a thing. All right, here we go. Ah, it's the Salton Sea. We're looking at the Salton Sea. That's the Salton Sea right there. And the Salton Sea has quite a bit of history. It wasn't always there. In fact, it wasn't until man came to California and working on the railroad that the Salton Sea came to existence. And the Salton Sea is an accident. I mean, granted, one could say it is a man-made disaster. But in another way, the Salton Sea had it coming. I know what you're thinking. What do you mean? Well, geologically speaking, the Salton Sea has appeared in this spot several times in geological history in California. It's just that humanity accelerated it. Now it's sort of a wasteland because there's a lot of salt, fertilizer, and a lot of runoff that never escape, and it's dead, and it stinks. It stinks. I've never been there. I've never been there before. I actually want to visit. There's a lot of ghost towns circling around it. You learned it back in high school? Ah. There you have it. It's quite interesting. I think for any Southern California, it might be worth a visit. Or it might be worth, I say, going on an adventure, taking a picture, maybe making a stream out of it, or a short documentary. My time at the Salton Sea, the ghost town, or the paradise that never was. It's always curious. A curious landmark. Ah, another good picture of it. There we go. And then we get some of the mountains and the desert. Ah. So this was a plane that was fairly close. It's actually a lot closer than it seems in the picture. Now we're seeing the farmland. Still in California, I believe. Actually, looking at the map here, that seems to be that river here that runs down the line actually might be the very border of California and Arizona. You live near a town that happened to be shot in an episode of Supernatural. Ooh. Interesting. Trivia. Cute. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm quite curious about this landmark here. I want to look at it right about now. I believe... Let me see here. I took a picture of the map where we might be. Let's see. I'm very curious. Very curious. Okay. I want to go ahead and check this out. Let's see. Can we see the satellite view? Aerial. There we go. I want to know what that is. What city is that? Fortuna Foothills. Okay, there's Fortuna. Oh, okay. What's this? Okay, we're zooming in. Ah, what is that? What is that? Huh. That's interesting. Are these racetracks? What are these? Fascinating. This is an airport. What is this place? Doesn't it look like a racetrack? That looks like water. Is that a car or a boat? Curious. Very well. Well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and set that aside for now. But I'm glad I got the destination. Everything in the land of corn. One big square, so it's possible to get lost. Possibly. I mean, if you're familiar with the land, you know where things are. Now let me see here. Where are we going? Ah, that one. I think that used to be. Ah, yes. I did remember that the plane slightly moved, and then I was like, "Cool. Why we're moving? Like, why are we turning?" Because I was really engrossed in the picture. I don't often fly inland, so this was very interesting. I was sucked in the moment. So, turns out, we were in a direct path of an airplane. Oh. I think this was at landing. At Houston. I flew to Houston first. Houston's kinda stinky. Don't know what it is. Might be the smog. Might be something else. But here's us, taking off. You can see a slight haze over the land. It's not crystal clear. I'm pretty sure that's a smog. I saw like individual oil pumps, lots of smokestacks. There's quite a lot of industry going on here. Good shot. Ah, the sun. Friend and sun. Took a lot of vertical pictures. I thought this was quite pretty. Seeing the clouds. This was an accident. I think I'm still messing with the camera here. Let's move this. Fun shot. Sometimes taking pictures is just fun. If you look really close at that picture of the sky, it looks like Dragon's Eye. Which one? Let's move on. Oh, I think I'm getting close to my destination. I went to Corpus Christi. It's very flat. Lots of windmills. Ah, we are getting close. Ah, we finally landed in Corpus Christi. It's a small airport. It's a small big town. Or it's a big small town. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. It's a big small town. Corpus Christi. I think it's quite symbolic. It's Corpus Christi is let's see. What's the meaning of Corpus Christi? I want to get it right. Word meaning. Means body of Christ. Symbolism. Chat, do you know the symbolic significance to me? You know, with solar eclipses, light and dark, Christianity, or my relationship to my faith, and my identity, and also my thematic taste, my aesthetic taste. It all fits in, wraps well with each other. symbolism. First contact with the local wildlife, a grasshopper. It's much shorter than the ones here where I live. Much lighter. Bigger wings, shorter body. Here's a close-up. It's eyeing me with its pseudo-pupil. It's like friend or foe. Slither. He is very green. Got some crows here. Or maybe they're a different kind of bird. They don't go. They go. Sorry. They go. Wait. I gotta get it right. I don't know, but they make that sound all the time. Like it's like a but like multiples of them. Here's the whole map of the place. Did quite a lot of traveling. Oh, maybe I should check Google real quick. I want to see my trip as of yeah, let me check my timeline. Let me see her. Okay, so maybe not that. Maybe not that one. Let's try this one. Hold up. I'm trying to do a thing. Okay. Not what I was hoping. Let's see. Let's try this one. Okay, no. What about this one? Okay, I'm checking all my emails here. Where is my... Oh. Wait a second. It won't let me see my history? I think that might be a security measure. Makes sense. Well, I could probably go ahead and just recall just with memory alone. That'll be fine. Let us proceed. Because this map doesn't encompass my entire trip. You know, on the 14th, the day of the eclipse. Ah, yes, but this is still the 13th. I went to a local Mexican restaurant called El Mexicana. Got myself a seafood platter with shrimp. I don't know what fish that is, but it was yummy. And there was homemade hot sauce. It was very good. They said it was very hot. It is very hot, but I've had things that were hotter. But that's fine. It's not like I was looking for something that was super hot. I was looking for something new, adventurous. And it was delicious. I think it was just right. Ah, yes. Now we have entered the 14th. It's the day. The big day. Oh yes, of course. Have a good flight, Luna. So I'm picking out my... What's it called? My rental car? I had a plan. I think my plan for the rental car was very well thought out. I asked questions. Turns out that I don't have to return it on the same day. I just have to return it within the 24 hours. The catch is, it has to be at the airport. And with credit. Very smart. It's a beautiful day, but unfortunately, it's a cloudy day. That's bad news. There isn't going to be a whole lot of pictures here, because leading up to the eclipse. Why? Well, I've been doing a lot of driving, chasing clouds, chasing gaps between the clouds, specifically. Chasing daylight, you could say. And this is my car. It's a Chevy Malibu. Very nice. Chevy Malibu has a history in my family. Can't say what years, but we're very proud of our Chevy Malibu. I think we still have ours. Runs in the family, I suppose. Symbolism all comes together in its own special way. So, here, I'm still taking a stop during my drive. Let's go and take a look at a map. Right here. So, at this point, let's go ahead and go to Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi is a really long drive. I can't believe I had the balls to even drive so far south. On Padre Island. It's almost dangerous. Holy shit, if I really wanted to, I could just end up driving all the way straight to the Mexican border. Holy moly. Well, anyway. Where are we here? Corpus Christi. So I'm driving along the 37. This is 37 right here. And I think I make my stop right about... Let's see. Three Rivers is too high. Mathis. I think I stopped just short of Mathis. I think I must have taken a stop here, drove off here. Actually, I wonder if I can find the... Let's see. Well, I think it might take a little while for me to find the exact spot where I drove off. Not that it's important. Wait a second. No. Pretty tricky to go by memory. I'd be impressed if I could find it. Although, I think it was a... Let's see. Val. Let's see. Gas station. There's 7-Eleven. Well, it doesn't matter. Point is though, I took a stop, thinking, okay, am I driving too far? It looks like I was driving into clouds, but here's the thing I've learned on this trip. 10 miles goes really far. Like, that's one sky to another. And I mean a very different sky. Like if you drive 10 miles in that direction, the sky could be entirely different. Like, over there, right? 10 miles that way, it could be just as sunny as this because the clouds have moved so much and you've moved so far away. Ah, the Church of Hope. Symbolism. Let's go and check Church of Hope. Looking for some hope, looking for some sunlight. Ah, the Church of Hope. So I drove here, which is a lot closer to Corpus Christi. I wanted to find a halfway point. It's a beautiful spot. Clouds were still a little hazy looking, but once I knew, and at this point, chat, the partial eclipse has just begun. It's 10 o'clock. Let's see, 14. It's 10:27. 19 seconds. It's getting hairy. It's making me nervous because the eclipse has already begun. It's just about. The moon nips away at the sunlight. Of course, here I'm driving and I'm taking a picture on my phone. Look at those beautiful skies there. Gosh. Taking a real risk, taking a picture like this on the while I was driving. Want to go ahead and say, hey, this is gonna, look at the skies here. Things are clearing up. Now you can see it's getting darker. Let's see, let's check the time here. So this was about maybe 30 minutes later. Okay. Now we're here. The eclipse is getting very close. The partial eclipse is in motion. You can see the reflection, the refraction that's happening inside the camera, right here. That's how close it was. It's quite dark. It's about to begin, chat. It's very close. Let's see it. We really shouldn't be taking a picture with our camera like this. We're playing with fire here. What's happening? Well, when I can destroy my phone camera like this. It's a real risk. Hell, but I drove, well, no, I didn't drive, but I took a flight all the way to Texas. I don't think I'm willing to take that chance. Another picture. Eclipse is about to happen. When I got here, and you could see there's some cars that are just they're just lights around the area. They're about to be turned on. When I was driving, I found that there were people along the side of the road, and I was looking for a place to stop because it was just about to begin. We're like 10 minutes away. 10 minutes before totality. It's gonna begin. And I found some people on the road, and they were already setting up. I figured, well, this is gonna have to be the spot for me. What do I know? I've never done this before. I'm not an eclipse chaser. Yet. Ah, so it does begin. I'm looking at the sky and I'm clenching my phone. I think the eclipse is actually happening here. Nope, very close. Very close. I'm so nervous. Now, you could see here. Now, the camera has adjusted to the light, But the city lights start going on. There's that right there is solar operated. It started turning on. I don't have any other pictures, but there's like large buildings, industry, and all their safety lights turned on at once. This is a serious deal because for the cities all across Texas that were using solar energy, they had to go ahead and plan ahead of time for the inevitability when they lose solar power, and they had to adjust. You know, adjust to using fossil fuels, or maybe use some nuclear energy. But it is in terms of, I say, the scale of this, the scale of the darkness was big enough that, like, and I read it later. I read it later on the internet, you know, about how different energy companies were planning to deal with the sudden change of loss of solar power. And now it begins. Here, the glorious picture. Now, the time here is very close. It's 3 minutes. Let's take a look at this. The eclipse happens at noon, and I'm pointing right up here. Five minutes before. I believe it ends at noon. Ah. So, clear skies. Just 3 minutes before. Just 3 minutes. Chat. It was a windy day. It was a windy day. This is the sky. This was the sky. Just 10 minutes before the eclipse. 10 minutes. And now the eclipse happened, cloud, right? For better or worse, that cloud was there. Because you can't take a picture of the eclipse with your phone. It's very dangerous, very tricky. You could damage your phone. And here it is, right there. It's glorious. I could see it. Let me see. You can wear. I brought special sunglasses that block everything out, and I could see the sun in its glory. But the thing is, though, is that seeing it with your naked eye is something different. It's something special. Taking a picture of your phone, like, if it weren't for the cloud, let's be real here. If it weren't for this cloud, I would not have been able to take this picture. The annular eclipse is too bright. It's just simply too bright. But with the cloud to help diffuse the brightness, the thing is, when did I know to take this picture? Well, when I was looking at the sun with my glasses, and then the cloud came over it, it was getting harder to see, and I couldn't see it. And at that point, I took out the sunglasses, and it was glorious. It was beautiful. Chat, this picture does no justice. It really doesn't. I want to draw this. I want to paint this the way I remember it. Not the way it was seen, not the way it was, but the way I remembered it. It is glorious. You see, what we don't understand through photography is that we're looking through the lens, we're looking through exposure, and there's only a maximum amount of exposure you can get. You can't get brighter than white. It can't get brighter than this, right? Like, it's like, oh, this was, no, chat, it was brighter than this. It was brighter, it was blinding, it's the fucking sun. I can't, it's hard to describe it. Like, looking at this, right now it's like, oh, it's a white ring. Neat, that's neat, right? But when you see it for yourself, you feel it. You feel it inside your eye. You feel it with your It was a spiritual experience, chat. And I had a dream regarding the experience, regarding a deep spiritual experience. I think I'm gonna hold that conversation a little later once I get done for the whole trip and talk about spirituality. We'll save that for later. But that said, though, this picture does no justice. It's only, how do I best put it? It is a fragment of a memory. It is, that's what it is. That's what it is, literally. It is a memory. A fraction, a part, a piece. And look at this. So, like, we're looking at this picture, right? And it's like, oh, it's really small. But do you know how big your, like, focus is? It's about, if you put your thumb out right in front of you, put your thumb out right now, do it. Extend it as far as you can. Okay, and look at your thumbnail. That is your focus. That is like the center of your vision. That, where your thumb sits at arm's length, that's basically all your attention. That's the real picture. That's what you're really seeing. And everything else, everything around it, is what you feel, right? Everything's perfectly focused where that thumb is. Now you put that thumb over the moon or the sun, it's not very big. The sun could actually just be slightly bigger. Could be closer. So, while this picture, yes, that is the picture from the camera, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, with your center view, it feels like this. Right there. I'm putting my thumb over it. Let me put my thumb. I'm putting my thumb in front of it. Let me see. I'm thumbing it. There we go. Like that. That's how it felt like to look at it. Right? And then you get the context. You feel the context, right? Everything else is just context. But this is what you see. This is what it feels like to look at the solar eclipse. That's what it feels like. And it dawns on you. You're small. You're tiny. You're insignificant. And this light, it burns. I took a real risk. I don't recommend it. I will say to nobody, look at the sun with your naked eye. Or at least, not without a cloud, but those clouds could part any second. It's a danger. But by God, I could feel it. It was beautiful. It was like I saw the shadow of God. Or it was as if God said, "You may look at me, but only for a moment. For it may blind you if you stare far too long." I was like, I raised my hand. I was like, ah! Ah! Let's see. Let me try and reenact it. I was like, oh my God. Oh my. And I heard people gasp. The people around me gasped in awe. I was terrified and delighted. Listen, an experience. This is not the only picture. This is just my favorite picture. And as the time goes along, slightly different. And at this point, I think this is probably, the previous picture was probably the most purest, the most center picture I got. There's better pictures out there on the internet. It's moving. It's beautiful. Spiritual experience, indeed. Oh God, I'm glad I went. It's beautiful. It was worth it. Some people, they're just like, it's a neat thing. But you know, to me, it's beautiful. It's special. It's a moment captured in time. 5 minutes. It was the most beautiful 5 minutes I've had. Easily within the year. Maybe in the past 2 years. Maybe. I mean, for 5 minutes, and I mean only 5 minutes, I think it might be the most beautiful 5 minutes of my life. Possibly the second. Can't remember the first. But it's up there. Top best 5 minutes of my life. And then it's leaving. It's wrapping up. You can see the moon slowly make its way out. I think this is the last picture I got. Because at this point, I think with so little time left, and we're just talking minutes, I think it was like 2 minutes left. I said to myself, that's enough pictures. I have enough proof. I was there, and I can relive the moment. This is the picture I can use to relive the moment. This right here. This one will help me relive what was it like that day. Everything else, everything here, that's just the icing on the cake. I was very lucky. So after that, I was like, now what? Now what? Now what do we do? This is literally it. Like, this is literally all I came for. Nothing else. There was no other event. There was nothing, no people to visit. I had no friends to say hello. If they were like 4 hours away, which is too far away. If there were 2 hours, that would work out better, right? 2 hours is reasonable, but a 4-hour drive? Eesh. Ugh. So, decided to drive out to the bay. Let's take a look at what the bay will look like. Let's take a look. So, this is the bay from, I think, right about here. Right about here. There's the Emerald Hotel. There's the Emerald Beach Hotel. Right there. I don't understand how people, flat earthers, go, what? The earth is not round. Bruh. Like, this whole beach area is just proof that the earth is round. Like there's land up there. There's land over the horizon. I don't know what they're talking about. What do you mean? Like, what I mean, there's literal land right here. It's not a small strip of land. There's buildings, there's houses, there's hotels, right? You know, they'll probably get their laser and go across, right? But you know, like, this distance right here is enough to go in, like the earth is round enough that the distance between here and here is enough to hide, like it's just curved enough over the horizon that all this stuff you just can't see. In fact, let me just see here. And I drove all across the coast, all the way over here, all the way to here. Right? And if you check over here, those are those buildings over there, but it's like it's being cut off by the water. It's kind of cool, right? You can see, and there's all this like industry buildings here. Let's see, where's the industry? Where's the factories? Ah, here are the factories. These are tall buildings. Like you could see these tall buildings on this side, right? But the more you drive this way, you can actually slowly see the buildings peek out from over the horizon and under the horizon. And it's like, listen, water is supposed to be flat, right? What the fuck do you mean flat Earth? How? Right up there with people who believe Pluto isn't a planet. It's not, it's a dwarf planet. Different rules. Rules have changed. I'm okay with Pluto being not a planet. Why? Because it's the best of its own kind of planet. It's the best Kuiper Belt object. It's the first. It's number one. It's number one. See, you think Pluto not being a planet is a downgrade. I think it's an upgrade because I went from last place to best place. Best in class. It went from worst in class to best in class. Pluto was just not in the right, weight rank. Just needed to find its best place. And I think it found it. So anyway, that's the beach. They had some nice, I think, public. I don't know if these are playground stuff, but you can work out. You can go for a jog and work out. These are nice. Just more of the beach. Oh, look over here. So you can see these buildings. Okay, well, those are oil places. You can see. Oh wait, those are tankers and military stuff. That's beautiful. Oh yes, and there was an event down there, but I didn't care. I didn't care for it. It was bark in the park. Something for the animals. You know, it's extraordinary how very little people even cared or even knew that Eclipse was even going to happen. They're like, what? What was that commotion about? Huh? What do you mean? Weird. I honestly... Oh. Hold on. I need to get this back. How could you not care about the eclipse? Oh, yes, that's a beautiful... Yes, it is a beautiful picture of me and Chuckle. Clover Chibi made it. She's on hiatus. We will miss her. Hopefully she comes back. Shout out to Clover Chibi. There we go. She drew it. It was a gift. Now let's go ahead and find that. No, let's find those pictures again. I accidentally closed the list. Well, it might be a long time before they show up. They'll be gone for a few months. But when they do show up, you're in for a treat. Let's see here. Where's I'm looking for my pictures here. Let me see. Vacation. Where are my vacation pictures? Okay, streamable vacation. There we go. There we go. Oh, okay. Ah, more of the harbor. quite lovely. I enjoyed some time watching the birds and the pelicans. They'd be silly. Let me see. Can we still see some buildings out there? I think those are oil rigs. Ah, there's my panorama. So over here, what was I doing? I was right here, chat. Right here. Probably like right there. There we go. Beautiful panorama. You can see the city over there. Lovely. Ah, another shot. Yeah, we're not too far away. We're like right here. And people fish. People fish right here. There's a big fishing culture there in Corpus Christi. Lots of seafood. Real cheap and delicious. I love it. And the fresh air. Ah. It's crisp, clean, no caffeine. It was a beautiful day. Sun was setting. This might be around, well, not setting. It might be around like 3 p.m. right here. So I had a long day. Lots of things to do. So much adventuring. Oh, okay, that's, so I drove as far as I can up the road. Of course. There's only so far we can go. I'm not exactly sure why this place is locked up. It might be a military thing. Might be abandoned. Who knows? But, where was that? ABC Corporation. Yes, I think my drive ended right here. C'est la vie. No problem turning around. I had another place I want to go. I want to go across this bridge. Go on the other side. And check out here. Whitecap Beach. We're gonna go there next. But first, we gotta stop by, go to the bathroom and get some drinks. Look at these souvenirs. It's cartoonish. Crosses with that look like oysters or jeans with the Texas star. Crosses for emergent. Well, I guess these things are kind of cool. EMTs and fire department should have their pride in supporting and having the courage to go and save a life. Dangerous work. Wait, that's a cross. This is a cross. Wow. Look at all this stuff. It's very American. It's more Texas than American. Oh my goodness. This is like I mean, yes, it's practically stereotypical. But it's played serious, I think. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. We got hearts made of bullets and shotgun shells. There's a lot of state pride. Yes, Texas. It's Texas. Of course. Oh, Texas. Oh, Texas. No wonder. Of course. It's it's more pride than I'm comfortable swallowing. It's very intimidating. You don't mess with Texas. For any Texans watching. So now we're going to Whitecap Beach. I will say the drive over here, because I couldn't take any pictures, was very fun. Like, it was almost like going to a fair. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Like, you know, lots of buildings, stuff for travel. For some place that's so close to the water, and not a whole lot of real estate, in my opinion. This place is probably about as jammed as maybe some parts of San Diego. It was very familiar to me. But here, ooh. There's a lot, there's like a lot of tourist traps. A lot of like this is like prime. This is like really nice stuff. There's really small, large parking lots. I don't know. It's very interesting. So, you know, it's very interesting to see how a city's built compared to different cities. I think, honestly, they're kind of spoiled. They're not using this space very efficiently. Lots of cars. I mean, this would be this would be the perfect place for public transport. But I don't think the culture would allow that. Everything's close by. Everything's nearby. Practically nearly walking distance. There's a lot of residential areas next to commercial areas and industry. Honestly, there should be some kind of public transport infrastructure. Might be a little bit too complicated at this point because it's a car infrastructure. Look at all that parking. Look at that. Anyway, then there's more of the highway. Nice drive, we'll say. Comfortable. There's some seafood. Now here's things where it get like it's like uptown, fancy. Houses are very close. 2 stories. Lots of like beautiful sights. Places. This is like a place to retire. Very cozy. Beautiful drive here. It's nice to be here. I will say it was a very nice drive. Now here, look at this. Look how efficient they're like everything here is. And are so close to the water. Look at that. Every house got a boat. But the drive here was very nice. Ah. You could see clear skies. There wasn't they must have some kind of order on or mandate or something regarding about the height of buildings because the skies were clear. Versus over here, there were taller buildings, still clear skies, but here there's like almost nothing obstructing your view of the sky. It's very nice. Ah. So I go down this road and go to Whitecap Beach. It's a very, very small, very, very narrow beach. And well, I mean, small, relatively speaking, but let's take a look at the pictures now that we have the context. So, surf warning. High surf. Danger. Look at this. This is how close you can drive up to the water. Very close. You want to know how close? This close. The water is like 2 feet away. If I wanted to, I could drive my car straight into the ocean. You love a good beach line. Then you're gonna love what happens next. Are those my hands? No. That's my passenger's hands. Maybe. Ignore that. But look at that. This stretches forever. Ever. It just goes down, 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 all the way. It goes all the way to Mexico. All the way down to Mexico. It keeps going. It keeps going. I think this is Mexico. Is this Mexico? Still not there yet. Yeah, actually, it goes all the way just before Mexico. Just before. It's all beach. All beach. All drivable beach. Okay, maybe not all drivable. Perhaps. Different cities, different rules. Right. Let's see, where we're back here. Yeah. So Whitecap Beach. So you can drive along here. And careful though. The sand can be dangerous. It's really soft. It's like silk. It's so soft, chat. You can barely feel it. It's so soft. Sleep on it. But anyway, so I saw a truck, a big truck, almost get stuck in here. Right there. The sand is so soft, so compressible. It's like mud. Now with the Malibu, well, at this point, I thought to myself, you know what? This is about as far as I go down the road. It's been a nice drive. It's too risky. So I decided to go ahead and go back to the city, or at least back on the paved road. Okay. And then I ended up to Natural Beach. So let's go and take a look at that. So I went to Whitecap Beach, drove all the way, drove probably right up to here, right? And then I saw that car, and I said, you know what? I'm getting back up here, and decided to go down the road. Let's go and check the next beach. Driving. Let me see here. That's Whitecap Beach. Let's see. Let me check Natural Beach. I guess it's not on this map. Well, anyway, I drove back and I decided to go ahead and check. Oh wait, I see. I decided to keep on going, but then I stopped here. There we go. That's what I did. See, it says right here, 4x4 recommended. Designated natural beach. Take your trash. showcasing the natural beauty of our beach while preserving the environmental integrity. Corpus Christi. Why pass it up? Please pick it up. So, the thing I've learned is that this beach here, right along Mexico, or right along Texas, leading to Mexico, gets a lot of trash. There's not a whole lot of beach for the trash to hide. It's a very narrow one. You can walk along the whole way. But from the position that it is, right here, trash from Florida, like all the way from Florida, from Houston, maybe like easily from New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, maybe some trash from Cuba, Mexico, all kind of circulate right here and ends up in Corpus Christi. Maybe not specifically Corpus Christi, but just the way that the circulation, the flow of water goes, it just ends up here. Now the beaches are clean, but after a hurricane in any of those areas, trash just comes right up to the beach. I was quite lucky that it wasn't looking like that. Bless you all. So I decided to turn around here. That was enough for me at Whitecap Beach. So I decided to go back on the road, and it's a beautiful drive. I wanted to go and visit Padres Island or Padres Beach. I think it was called Padre. Let's take a look. Padres Island. Driving. It's a nice drive. Look at that. There's nothing going on. Flip out my phone while I'm driving. Choo-choo. Totally legal. Taking a stop by. I reached a natural park. Padre Island. National Seashore. National Park Service. United States Department of Interior. National Park Service. You should visit a natural. If you live in America, if you live anywhere, honestly, go to a national park. Something kind of just sets you free when you visit a natural wonder of your local area. Or even just your own country. It brings a special appreciation. Makes you feel small, makes you feel alive. Let's go ahead and read some of these. It's a one-of-a-kind beach. Grasslands prairie you see in front of you once covered approximately 13 million acres. The coastal Texas to Louisiana, because of extensive cattle ranching, farming, and development, only 2% of this coastal prairie habitat remains today. Oh, that is so sad. Oh man, overgrazing. Along with the longest section of undeveloped barrier island beach in the world. Oh, that is true. Sometimes I wonder, if it weren't for like national parks, this is like prime real estate. Corporations would have bought it right away. Could have sectioned it off and say, hey, no one's allowed to go here unless you live here. Scram. I've never had the pleasure of driving these beautiful lands. Seacoast, blue stem, native plants, ephemeral ponds during rainy periods nourish multiple plants and animals and evaporate quickly during dry weather. Kind of marshy, yes. Texas pocket gophers make their burrows in deep drifts of sand and feed off the roots and grasses. Yellow-rumped warbler is one of the many migratory birds that can be seen in the grasslands of Padre Island. Let's see. Southern tip of Padre Island National Seashore. You see the kilometers right there. And these are the developed areas. I am here. Oh. It was quite developed. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure how far I drove. I know I drove past here. Ah. Yes. I think about... Ah, yes. I did reach the Malaquite Visitor Center. Oh. My bad. They came and they left. 3 distinct groups of people have lived here: Indians, explorers, and ranchers. Centuries ago, nomadic Kahuketans lived here in short-term settlements. They hunted and fished They hunted, fished along the coast and Laguna Madre using dugout canoes. Spanish explorers, of course. And then, as Texas grew in population, this island changed from an isolated wilderness to ranch lands. Water on all sides made this an ideal place for open grazing until the 1970s, when the discovery of natural gas drew oil and gas companies here, and growing tourism to the coming beach, and the old ways of life changed. Interesting. It really wasn't that long ago. 1970s? Huh. Well, when did the national park come into picture? I mean, what stopped the gas companies, oil and gas companies, from taking everything over? Guess we'll never find out. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's an answer to that, but not in this stream. That sounds like something I should probably look into a little more. Look at those skies. Look at those natural fields. Wait, we're not there yet. Ah, here we go. Look at those natural fields. Well, okay. Well, we're at the, what do you call this? We're at the visitor center. I think I got there around just a little bit before 5. I think that's when they were closing. See the beach on the other side. There's 2 beaches. In fact, actually, you can see the beach here. You can see the beach over there. It's very pretty indeed. Carancalas. Before the Spanish settlers came to Padre Island, small bands of Coluitecans and Carancalas lived off the... Okay, if I get these words one more time, I'm gonna look it up on Google and check for a pronunciation. Okay, I already see it. Okay, we're gonna look it up. Pronunciation. Cowiltecan. Okay. And what's this one? Wa. Carancawa. Okay, that's a bit easier. Cowiltecans. Okay, so the Cowiltecan. These nomads constantly moved up and down the coast to whenever food was abundant. Their short-term shelters were called ba'aks. Most striking element. Okay, they were made with light wooden frames covered by skins or mats made of reeds. Here, food was plentiful, but it took time and hard work to get enough. These early Texans spent most of their time fishing, hunting, and gathering food plants. Most striking element of the Carancawa's body decoration was the practice of tattooing their faces with blue lines, and perhaps even figures. Every Euro-American who encountered them noted the tattoos which, when combined with body paints, gave a tall, half-naked Karakawans a truly startling appearance. Beautiful beach. Right here. Right there at the visitor center. I didn't go down there. I had enough walking on the beach. Padre Island. I probably should have taken a better picture here. You are here. Beaches, dunes, grasslands. Honestly, I think this is a very inspiring place for... I don't know. I haven't seen anything quite like it. A combination of these things. I don't think I've actually seen grasslands as flat as this. Honestly, I'm just not used to seeing flat plains. And then the beaches, the dunes. No sea turtles for me. Oh, I went to the visitor center and I took pictures while I was inside. I quickly took pictures as quick as possible because they were like closing in like 2 minutes. The west and the east. So there's the lagoon, tidal flat, back island, dune field, ponds and marshes, fresh water right under this, and then there's seawater. Oh, it's nice. Stabilized blowout dunes. Four Island Dune Ridge, the back beach. So this is now we're at looking at the Gulf of Mexico. And the Four Beach. And you pretty much drive right here. Formed about 4,500 years ago, after the glaciers melted and the sea rose to near its present level. The island probably began as an offshore shoal. Currents moving parallel to the shore deposited sand connected small islands. Wind and waves brought more sand, building the island. Padre Island is still changing, though the northern half remains stable, the southern half gradually eroding. Fascinating. I'm gonna go and stand right here. Because, we're reading. I gotta get a good look. Subtle variety of environments occupy a narrow strip between Gulf of Mexico and Laguna Madre. Maybe that's one reason why they didn't, corporations didn't take it here. Didn't take their business here so far down. Because maybe it was too shifting. Maybe there wasn't enough land. Maybe it was a logistical problem. Fascinating. The coastal dump. So this is where I learned about the... So we can see right here. Trash flows. Prevailing winds. Right there. Oh, it all comes in. It's all coming together. All the shit and all the trash come together. Why do you see so much trash on Padre Island beaches? Blame the swirling currents in the Gulf of Mexico. The onshore winds. Some afloat, some you see here are long-distance travelers. They came down rivers from many states that surround the Gulf. Fishermen threw some of this overboard. Some came off oil and gas platforms. Some were dumped offshore illegally. The volume of waste that shows up on these beaches is staggering. Staff and volunteers work hard to haul it off and provide a clean, safe beach. But this is a workload that never ends. If you're willing to give us a hand cleaning up, we welcome and appreciate your help, especially if you're going to remote parts of Padre Island. You can pick up free trash bags at the entrance station or at the visitor center. And look at that. Look at those volunteers. They're already suited up. Look at them. Trained team remove. Stop it. I want to imagine they're volunteers. These are the professionals. Stop. Don't say volunteers. These are the trained professionals. Yes. Look at all that trash. After Hurricane Ike 2008. Jesus. Holy moly. But you know what's nice? So they had a box with trash bags. The box was basically empty. There was like 2 trash bags in it. It was good. Well done. Did I get a trash bag? I picked up some trash by hand. I picked up a container of butter. Melted butter. It was gross. It was just sitting right there, right in the middle of the beach. So I picked it up and I dumped it out. Put it in the car. It was just too obvious. It was unsightly. It was gross. And look at this art. This art is made of trash. Actually, I can see myself in this picture. I'm gonna delete it. Okay. So look at this art is made of trash, made of bottle caps. Made of caps, made of glass. That's been etched on. It's beautiful. It's repurposed art. Ah. So remember when it said recommended 4x4? And I decided I was not gonna do and drive. I drove anyway. it could have been a disaster. Don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. So I'm driving on the national beach. Driving. So that's the thing that marks Whitecap Beach and the national beach of Padre Island. Clean beaches, full dumpsters. It's a lot of work. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna go outside. Look at those God rays. Oh, beautiful image right there. Also, I think something's in the way. We're gonna turn this off. I think it's affecting my enjoyment of this. Perfect. There we go. Oh God, my eyes hurt. Ah, look at those God rays. Glorious. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the sands. Oh, look at the plants that grow along the sand. The sand is like silk. It's soft. You can barely feel it. It flows like water. It's soft like silk. You could sleep on it. Oh, look at those God rays. Ah. If I didn't tell you, you might think it's from a video game. This is just like right over the ridge. There's like a bathroom behind me. And you can't see it off screen, but there's also trash. Just like off screen. There's like a boogie board. I wasn't gonna go ahead and go down to reach it, even though it was so obvious. I mean, I could reach it, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if that's gonna get me in trouble. I'm not gonna risk it. I am not gonna risk it. I don't know enough about the situation. Also, there's snakes. Enough said. Taking a picture of some of the plants here. They're almost succulent like. Those thick stems, and you know those leaves. Those leaves are they're very rubbery, very soft and rubbery. Driving down the beach. I'll just keep on driving. It keeps going. It keeps going. It goes on for like 4 hours. I drove for like 2. Or I drove for at least an hour, just right down the beach, just right down. It was glorious. It was beautiful. Also, be careful because there's like stray wood, like that's like half buried, and I hit one because I thought it was seaweed, and then at the bottom of my car went like, oh shit. This is me when I drove back. If you are not driving in a 4x4, you should drive around these. Why? Because your car could get stuck. And then, so I drive here, I drive across, right? or try to drive around. For some place like that one, that soft sand right there, I drive across, and you can feel your car swerve because you don't have enough traction. All the small cars, like when you see all the small cars when you're driving down here. No, when you're driving down the beach, right? You see small cars driving back up, and they're going, you know, and then you gotta do the same. If you're not driving a 4x4, you do not want to get stuck. This could have been a bad idea. I took a risk. I was ready for adventure. I just think I was like, oh god, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I gotta get back. The sun's gonna set soon. At this point, it's like 6 o'clock. I gotta drive someplace where there's city lights, so I could see what's on the damn road, because it's gonna be dark. It's gonna be dark as fuck. There's no lights there's no lights for like miles. From this point, there's not a single lamppost for the next hour and a half. Yeesh. But what a trip, what a ride, what a drive. Also, when I was driving, I had one guy give me the stink eye. I was like, what's his deal? Why would he give me that look? Then I realized I was being that guy. I was driving on this beach, windows down, with EDM blasting. I was really enjoying it. I must have drove by 100 people. Yeah, after I saw him give me that look, I was like, I thought about it. I came to the embarrassing realization I was being that guy, and I rolled up my windows. Ew. I think the reason why I ended up that way is because I've been ever since the eclipse, I've been driving my window with my ever since the end of the eclipse, I've been driving my okay, let me take a drink. Ever since the end of the eclipse, I've been driving with my windows down the entire time, with my music blasting, because I was just loving the free day that I had. Then I realized I was being that guy. Well, I think I was being that guy on this beach. I'm pretty sure it was cool everywhere else, because there's either on the highway, and there's like White Cat Beach. White Cat Beach had a lot of people with their cars open, blasting out music, you know, and just enjoying it. Mostly Mexican music. So I figured, hey, you know what? Maybe it didn't occur to me then. And driving on this beach, well, I guess when you're so far away from civilization, some people are there because they want to get away from civilization. So, gotta give some respect to that. I was just being a fool. That's it though. Let's proceed. Just taking some more pictures of the beach. Taking a picture of the sunset. From here, I drove back. I think. Let's see. Nothing wrong with liking music. Of course. What's wrong is that you like music in the middle of like a national park while people are just trying to like absorb the purity of nature. Barely touched. Just lightly touched by man. Relatively speaking, from things like cities and stuff. Anyway, Anyway. So, let's see, where's Padre? So I'm here. I drive all the way back up to here. I get it to, I get up to this part of the city. Drive across the bridge. This, you know, I'm driving on the highway. Get on the bridge. Going across all the commercial stuff. Driving across this bridge. Do we still go? No. So, from here, I get off the road. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, I get off the road. Get on South Padre Island Drive. Keep going straight. Boom. Parked right there. No, right here. Ah, there we go. Is this the picture? Is this the best picture you got, Bing? Anyway, that's besides the point. Someone's actually right there. Here we are. Enjoying the sunset. It's nice and quiet. Then I decided to go ahead and have some food at Herring's Landing. Don't look at the child. She doesn't exist. She's not real. Let's take a look at Herring's Landing. So I'm driving up the road. I'm enjoying this. I decided to stop by a park. Which park did I stop by? I know there's a park here. Where is it? Okay, that's too far. That's too far up. Let's see. Interesting. So there's the bridge over there. Cole Park. No, it's not there. I know I drove around in circles because my mom called. Still looking for it. Oh, here we go. So I went to this part. I think. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, hello, Koala. Welcome, Koala. Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about my vacation. I was like skimming through the map looking for the park that I went to. Well, hello. Welcome. Welcome, dear friend. It's a very chill time. Don't be weird. I'm not worried about you, man. That's for everybody else. Because I'm going to send this video to my mom. So here, Mom, check out the VOD. She wants to know my story. You know what? It's fine. Probably this map is outdated. I'm pretty sure this is actually the place. just because of the way things are parked around here. Actually, let's check Google Map. But how are you doing? Yeehaw Turtle, Texas. Yeehaw Turtle. That's right. It's Texas. And Texas is real. It's so real. What is this? Okay, we're gonna have to go ahead and make a window for that. Close that. Okay, go to Google Maps. Let me see here. Texas. Okay, here we go. Corpus Christi. Let's go and get the satellite view. I didn't get brisket. It's Corpus Christi is a coastal town, so it's a lot of seafood. Better known for its seafood. Which is very good, by the way. Delicious. Recommend it. It's a nice big small town. I think it seems like a nice place to live, but it's hard to say. Is it a nice place to work? That's another question. Ah. So it is outdated. I see. Wow. Bing's pretty outdated then. That's whatever. Very well. Cole Park Pier. So we go here, right? Just enjoy it. Just going to give him a little call to mom. So you got Vibrosis from Gulf Coast Oysters instead. What's Vibrosis? You mean Texas has no income tax, so you make a lot of money. It's a great place to work. But if you worked a tip job, you're SOL because the minimum wage is... Oh my god. Okay, I did the right thing tipping a lot. Dear God, that is ghastly. That is ghastly. Holy shit. Holy shit. And they get away with it. Well, I tipped because I wasn't quite sure what was the local custom. And it's not really my place to enforce my opinion about it. Ah, Chief Bean, welcome to the stream. We're just about, well, we're not done talking about the whole trip, but we did pass the what do you call it, the Eclipse part, but we will get back to the Eclipse part because there's other parts about the Eclipse, about my experience regarding Eclipse that I want to get into. But we'll get into that later. So, I went to Harrison's Landing. Recommend it. Very nice place. You can eat over the water. It's true. I parked right here. Right here. Harrison's Landing. More than just a restaurant and bar. It's also a souvenir shop. There's my fish and chips. Very good fish. Nice chips. And some southern sweet iced tea. Yeah, actually I did. No joke. I love malt vinegar. I would drink malt vinegar. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I love malt vinegar. It's delicious. Although I didn't drink it here because I didn't want to make a scene. So who's that weird California guy drinking malt vinegar? He's a freak. I bet he's part of the LGBT community. Drinking vinegar like that, straight out of the bottle. Just kidding. Anyway, so only 10%. Yeah, it's just only 10% malt. Felonies, not even once. Okay, easy on the. It's drugs. It's not drugs. It's... Okay. Easy on the drugs. All right. We're gonna send this to Mama. All right. Let's see. You know, well, once we got done talking about the vacation, then we can be weird. Let's see here. It's very good. The service was very nice. Also, I will say that sweet tea is not a hydrating beverage. It's not. She's not here. Okay, well, you're probably saying for the future one. Mama chuckle. All right. So, sweet tea is not a hydrating beverage. It will dehydrate you. It is so sweet. You will gain weight. There's so many calories in sweet tea. I must have gained 3 pounds on this trip. I must have gained a pound a day. I don't know how I did it. Oh, and I brought a friend, Koishi. Just a little sticker. The hotel. Ah, yes, this reminds me about the hotel. The hotel was garbage. I would recommend it. The handles are, those aren't my gloves. Those are actually my sleeves. I was going to show you my fingers. You'll get weird about that. Anyway. So the hotel. The hotel is garbage. Things were, like, handles were kind of like rickety, kind of falling off. But you know what? It had air conditioning. It had a nice big bed, a microwave, a sink, a bathroom, a toilet, working toilet. Honestly, it's probably in better condition than my house. So, but it was nice. It was nice. It served its purpose. And you know what's even best? You know what's the best part? It's right next to the airport. It's like a 6-minute drive to the airport. It's easy. So for a lowly hotel, Broadway Inn. Going to Corpus Christi, Broadway Inn. Right off the road to the airport. Super easy, real convenient. If you don't plan on staying at the hotel very much, it's a great place to stop. Have something over your head. Just a place to sleep. Good place. Getting back on the plane. Gonna go back to Houston. This is probably Houston. Maybe. These are some bad pictures. We're probably gonna delete this. Ah, okay, we're leaving Corpus Christi. Ah, look at all that water. Ah, and I think I skipped my trip for Houston, and I skipped taking pictures of Houston, and I took pictures of my way to San Diego. Just getting a good look at the place. Oh, I wonder what that place is right there. We'll take a look at it later. And that's it. That's the trip. Couple things that probably aren't seen in the pictures. I watched Dungeons and Dragons movie. It was a good movie. Which, by the way, I need to go ahead and make a message to my friends who said that the movie was a bad movie. Let's see. By the way, friendo, I watched D&D movie on the plane. What the fuck? It was a fun watch. We should have watched it together. And let's see, angry face emoji, angry or mad. Angry. Yeah, angry emoji. Yeah. It was a good movie. I don't understand. We should have watched it. Oh yeah, and thank you for the alert, Kwa. You go lurk. Alright. Couple things for my curiosity's sake. What is this? What's that right there? I want to take a look at the map. Give me a second. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Airport is like right. Where's the airport? Okay, where's this picture? What am I looking at? I feel like... What's this? Nothing there. Trying to find some landmarks here. It's like GeoGuessr. Is this it? There's a Sweetwater Reservoir. And I think... Let me see. There's the trees. This might be it. KPS. That's a radio station? Looks about right. Looks like a radio station. Interesting. KPBS. All right. Well, let's see here. Other things. What should we mention? What should we talk about? So, the Eclipse. Oh yeah, the characters, the people I met along the way. Let's see. Met someone on the airplane. We talked about work, talked about jobs. Not gonna get into that. Let's see, what else is there? This is the Uber driver. Big small town. Let me see. Who else was there? The people who took the Eclipse, when I met them, they were kind of like they just kind of just came and left, and they had other job. They had something else planned. I was probably the most excited person about the Eclipse. Let me see what else is there. The service says Harrison's Landing, very nice. Like really top notch. like service. Like they said, is anything wrong? And I said, everything's fine. And he kind of stayed there, waiting for me. And I said, the fries were cold. Or they're not as hot as I would like them. Maybe I can get some piping hot fries. We'll get you fresh fries. I gave you some French fries. To be honest, they were kind of like the same. They were kind of the same heat. I was looking for some. I was looking for scalding heat, but hey, I'm not gonna argue for like an extra. I'm not gonna nitpick to say that hey, your fries weren't enough to go ahead and nearly burn my mouth. You know, because yo, I got some free fries out of it. I'm just not gonna be that like anal retentive. So I figured, hey, not getting perfect fries for another batch of fries, good deal. Fair enough. Let's see. What else was on this trip? Who else did I meet? Oh, after the clip, lady who was like, she's like the Lord brought us together to see this moment, share this. Like, very religious lady. I'm a religious person too. I think we believed in the same thing. We were in religious agreement. So just kind of wouldn't stop talking about like the existence of Jesus. Like, lady, you're preaching to the choir here. I was like, have you met Lord Savior Jesus Christ? And I was like, yes, I have. I believe in him. He's our Lord and Savior. And it's like, I was like, oh, demon. Well, I mean, she didn't say that, but you know, not she would. It was like, oh, demon chuckle. God brought us here. What a beautiful name you have. And it's like, here, take a look at the eclipse, the partial eclipse. It's almost over. And she's like, oh my Lord, it's glory. Oh, honey, look at this. God made this happen. God is all, and it's like, oh, thank you, demon chuckle. Thank you for this moment. Oh, the Lord is real now. And it's like God is real. God made this moment real. He's with us. And I was like, listen, lady, you don't need to prove me anything. Can we just talk about the eclipse? That's literally what I drove here for. I didn't come here to find God. I came here to go ahead and look at God's glory. So we can like stop like can we stop screaming God is real and start going, yo, God made this. This is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is an amazing moment. You know. But on that note, damn, where was she? Like, I needed her earlier. I needed that hype lady like 10 minutes before I met her. Or like 20 minutes before I met her. Why? Because that was like leading up to the eclipse. Everyone else is like quiet, like, oh, this is neat. Oh, wow. I was like, oh my God. It's beautiful. And I was like, look at my pictures of the solar eclipse. And like, oh yeah, that's nice. Look at my pictures. Okay, bye. I was like, what? I must have been the most excited person on that entire highway. Shame. Totally worth the trip. Totally worth the trip. Chat. Okay, so now we get here. Now that we talked about the entire trip, now that we've gone through the entire thing, let's talk about religion. You heard me. Let's talk about religion. You scared? Taboo? It's my stream. Okay. So, the name, let's see. Let's go ahead and talk about my relationship with Eclipse. So, I think briefly touching about my relationship with, I think let's go ahead and talk about relationship with religion, Catholic, right? Okay. And granted though, I think during a time when I was very wavering in my faith and kind of, as I could say, trying to understand my place in society that was slowly growing more and more, what's the word, tolerant of views and ideas that were not compatible with me at the time. And this card game I was introduced to, you might have heard of it, Magic the Gathering. And it came out with the new Ravnica set, the Ravnica block, City of Guilds. And one of the guilds, well, when my friend introduced me to the game, I want to find a deck and a playstyle that fit with me. And I came across the right faction for the City of Guilds, the Orzhov Syndicate, which is sort of like a, you could say, has a lot of Christian, Catholic, religious imagery or thematics. Maybe not imagery, but theatrics per se. Probably representative of the Catholic Church in its worst in history. And I've always saw myself as a villain. For those who followed me, they're probably very familiar with that sentiment I've used to have. The Church of Money, of loans and debts. You can get a loan, sure. You don't have to pay it off when you're alive, but you will have to pay it off when you're dead. Anyway, so a big strong motif of the Orzhov Syndicate is sort of the black sun. It's an eclipse. And ever since then, I fell in love with the imagery of the eclipse. And the duality that the Orzhov Syndicate had with dark angels and white zombies or white ghosts. But like black-white angels. Duality of light and dark. The intersection between could a concept of good and evil be so twisted into a almost synergistic way where the good guy wears a black hat and the bad guy wears a white hat, in a sense. And Taysa, my girl Taysa, she wears a black hat, but she's a good guy. A hero. Luxury. Whichever side wins, I'm sure the banquet would be superb. Remember whose gift. Remember by whose gift you ascend. I love the quotes. And I've loved the imagery and the thematics. And the theatrics. And the way that it plays, it's just so much fun, and it fits me. Although, it's starting to become more meta, and it also seems... Well, anyway, we're getting off topic. So, I've associated myself with the Eclipse, along with my religion, with the things like St. Peter, the inverted cross, or the upside down cross, and also associated with the Orzhov Syndicate from Magic the Gathering. And I've always had a love for space. It's all coming together. Even more poetically, that I go to a place called Corpus Christi, the body of Christ, to visit an eclipse. It's all coming together. It's beautiful. It's almost poetic. You know what? Fuck it. It is poetic. It's a poetic experience. And in seeing the eclipse for myself was a bit of a religious experience. No, it was a religious experience. So, let's get into my dream that I had. I had a dream where it had to do something about the eclipse. It had to do something about the meaning of an eclipse, the experience, and what is faith. It reminded me of, it was like a sermon, and I think like an eclipse was coming, and it's like, the priest wanted to challenge people and saying, do you know what an eclipse is? Do you know what it means? Let's look it up. Let me double check if I was correct. It means obscuring, but what's the etymology? Let's take a look. So it means blocking. But I think there's something else. I was pretty sure there was a word in Eclipse that means abandonment. Let's see, Eclipse etymology. There we go. Let's see. Eclipse, darkness. Let's see. 13th century. Greek, out. Eklepen, forsake. An unusual place. Fail to appear. Be eclipsed. Eclipsius. Eclipsis. Eclipse. Eclepian. Darkness. Eclipse. So I guess in its root, from the beginning, Eclepian, forsake, a usual place, abandonment. Imagine abandonment. So, like, the priest in my dream is like, the word eclipse means abandonment. You may think, fellow Christians, that God would never abandon us. True. Or something like that. Like, it's like, I want you to imagine a world without God. We have it easy, that we even have a God. A God that loves. What if God hated you? Something like that, said the priest. And the priest's like, when you look out, and you see the eclipse, think for a moment. how lucky you are. That God loves you. That God loves everyone. What if God abandoned? What if he left? Then what? How could you know God has loved you for all your life? You have it easy. What if he turned away? Right? And everyone's like stunned. Like what? Like, what? Think about it. When you've had something for all your life, from the very beginning, you get spoiled. God has spoiled us. God has spoiled you. You don't know what it would be like without God. Look out. See the sun. Watch it leave. Watch it be obscured by the eclipse. May our lives be eclipsed. But the Lord. And for a moment, what if he abandoned us? And he goes on the talking, right? People are listening in. And he says, what would happen if for a moment that God never existed? God's love was not here to give you the strength you need. What if that moment actually happened? What would that look like? How terrifying would that be? And he goes to the crowd and he brings like the microphone. He's like one of those priests that like goes up to parishioners and like gets them to talk, you know, makes them feel awkward, right? And it's like, what do you think? What do you think would happen if God left? And someone says, demons. Demons will roam. We'd live in a world of darkness. Or maybe something like, it's like Satan will rule. Fires will rage across the earth. You know, they like stories of biblical proportions, right? Now, I realized at this point that the priest is very much my internal monologue. And the people in the crowd, the parishioners, I think that's the word, parishioners. Yes, parishioners. Yes. So I think the parishioners are like the public, or how I imagine other people think. And, you know, it's like the parishioners had this idea that it'd be something extraordinary, something apocalyptic, right? Giving these descriptions of fires, desertification, earthquakes, asteroids, annihilating light, or eternal darkness, or demons. And the priest says, may I offer a more terrifying possibility? What if nothing happens? And everyone's like, how's that scary? Imagine God left the world and nothing happened. You see, if demons roam, fires ran across the earth, that would affirm everything we believed in. That would affirm that there was, in fact, a Lord that has abandoned us. But if nothing happened, the implications would be shattering. There'll be no one to say, I told you. There'll be no one to say, no one to point, no one to be right. We were all wrong. What would be more devastating than the truth that we would never, in any knowing of a God in the first place? And the people were like trying to wrap their head around it, trying to grasp the idea that if nothing happened, that's better than demons, right? But then that means that I don't know. I don't know what that's like. That's not how I feel. I think almost in a sense, it's not chaos that rules the world, like in a physical sense, but rather the chaos within your own heart, the abandonment, the loss of a Lord, loss of God, whisked away from your mind, depression. Everything else is fine. Everything good in life is fine. But in your heart, it's a deep, dark hole. An abyss. A day God abandoned you. Something like that, right? And it was, and I remember in the dream, something about like Jesus. I think it was like maybe a fictional world where like they found out maybe like the eclipse happened, right? The eclipse happened, and then all of a sudden, maybe like a parallel universe happened, split off, and something on news came about saying they found Jesus. They found the body of Jesus. How crazy, right? What would that mean? The implications. Like, they know it's Jesus. They proved it. They have records. They have dental records or something. You know, use your imagination. Play along, right? They found Jesus. And, like, what would that mean? That would mean he didn't ascend to heaven. Everyone would be like, yay! We found Jesus. Wait a second. Wait a second. He was supposed to go to heaven. Wait a second. No. And it's like, no, it's really him. It's like, oh my God. Right? And then like so many people are devastated. And then like the priest who told the story and it came true wanted to see the body of Jesus himself. And it's like, and then he sees him, he's devastated. His heart's lost. God is dead. And he's there right in front of him. What does he do now? Does he end it all? No. He prays. He prays anyway. Even if the implications mean that everything he knew was coming into question, or maybe even possibly blown away, was still worth believing in. So anyway, he tells this story, right? And that's faith. I had that whole dream. And I remember feeling the eclipse over my shoulder in that dream. Beautiful experience. I think it's remarkable. It really was a religious experience. Something, I think, even though it was so short, it was so beautiful and left a mark. And it's so much fun. Right after the eclipse, I got to see all the tweets and people in the Discord sending out pictures of the partial eclipse, or even the full eclipse. It was just all a moment we were all excited for it and sharing. It was beautiful. Ah. Well, that's the story. Clap, 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 clap. All right, everybody. I think that's it for vacation review. So what do we do now? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe... Let me see here. Maybe play a game. Maybe we just end the stream and raid somebody. So many choices. Maybe just something you guys like to do. Maybe, I know for sure, we'll at least take a break. Be right back. Alright, I have returned. Ah, okay. So, I have two ideas. One, we raid, or two, I play Fortnite and I buy the Alan Wake 2 skin. What do you think about that? In the meantime, I'm actually gonna look for someone to raid until I hear a yay. Yeah, streamer, you should totally go ahead and play Fortnite. Oh, okay. Well, we'll think about that. We'll think about that. You just gotta say. You just gotta say it. Say it with your own words. Ask nicely. You're just shy. You're just shy, chat. Chat's just shy. Wow. Okay. I didn't know I can like breathe into the mic like that. Let's see. Who might appreciate the idea of an eclipse? Who's an eclipse lover? This person seems spacey. I've never rated them before. Seems like a good fit. And I think before we get going, we should take a look at the schedule. So, turns out, I'm not working this week until Saturday. So, that gives me a little more time to stream and do stuff, get things done. It's good news. Get to relax just a little bit more before, you know, things ramp back up. So let's take a look at that schedule again. We did the vacation review. We did start a little bit later. Next is tomorrow, the 18th, 7 p.m. PST, with Alan Wake, an episode of Alan Wake. That would be episode 5, I believe. And Condemned Criminal Origins. I'll probably be making another schedule after this. Just so... well, we'll see how my energy level is. With that said... I'm gonna do a little teeny weeny raid. So let's get going. Oh, look at that. Just like the picture. It's an eclipse. But now I've seen with my own eyes. Perhaps a drawing is in order. We're gonna raid Airy Pie. They're an alien learning about Earth. I've known them for quite a long time, but I think it's only been recently I really started, you know, checking them out. I like the conversations they have, particularly on Twitter. So let's go. Is it just me? Oh. Hell yeah. Yeah, jump in. Jump in. Jump in. Here's your raid message. Oh my god, what am I gonna do for the rest of the night? You know what? Yeah, we'll stick to the schedule. This is fine. It's fine. It's okay to, you know, end early. We did the thing that we sought out to do. Should we play the epic music? Nah. Let's stay cozy. Also, maybe, ooh. How about, you know what? Actually, better raid message. Eclipse raid. Eclipse raid. We'll do that. Yeah. Do that. Or vacation raid. Eclipse vacation raid. There we go. That's a good one. Let's go. Eclipse vacation raid. Grab that, chat. See you on the other side.